Hi guys, I'm back. I'm here to check out episode 2 of Death in Paradise season 2. I really enjoyed the first episode. I didn't guess it right. I had an idea that it was one of them, and I thought it was the wife. But she was too feeble to do. I mean, you'd think it's the wife because she came back late, but she does. I don't think she has enough strength to stab someone with a machete. And the other guy was pretty big, so yeah, so I definitely got that wrong. I didn't see the two. It was either her or obviously the mistress, who was apparently they were going to get engaged, or he was going to announce that he was dying or something. But I didn't realize they were siblings, so that was a cool twist. I like that. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye on some people working together, because that's a new one. Yeah, let's get into this. Let's get into episode 2. Let's go. Oh, that can't be good.
Be careful, Therese.
Maybe someone she cares for, or someone she's trying to hide from. Oh. So what's happened? So history, maybe an ex-partner. Maybe that's why she's going into the nunnery to be safe. She's running away from someone, or a witness or something like that. But she definitely knew the guy, and it spooked her. It spooked her enough to either kill herself, or she couldn't hide anymore because he recognized her or something. And the mom knows. Chicken! Hang on, have they replaced Remy with a chicken?
Morning.
Roast chicken.
Did you sleep with your door open?
It's the only way I can get a through draft in this godforsaken sweatbox. Eyes on you, sir. Keep walking. Oh, charming. You're here early.
There's been a fire at Le Couvent du Sacré-Cœur.
English, please. My house, my rules.
The convent of the Sacred Heart. A postulant nun has died from smoke inhalation.
Oh, really? Cause of the fire?
According to the fire department, it was started by a cigarette. The nun was smoking in her cell.
The proverbial smoking nun, eh?
Excuse me?
Nothing.
Just came to me saying they'd seen some sort of phantom nun.
Phantom nun.
A phantom nun.
A person who is not a sister in the convent but dressed as one.
Sorry to interrupt. I didn't know you had company.
That one with the cell phone?
This is Sister Anne, our Mother Superior.
Maybe.
What a mess. Tired now. Perhaps I could help you instead.
Seems a little if, man. Maybe he has like, maybe he has like Alzheimer's or something. Or beginnings of.
Myself together. God is in the detail, and the details need my attention, death or no death. Even with the Holy Spring.
Holy Spring?
The convent has water that is said to heal, sir.
They do heal, my dear.
And it's getting quite famous now, isn't it?
Yes, people are coming from all over in hope of a cure. Even Canada.
So people cast aside medical science to come and splash themselves with water.
Be all right on your own?
I'll be fine.
Are you coming?
You're scary, dude.
I'd pray for you.
Yeah.
So what was she like, this Therese?
She's young, only 18. Brought up in an orphanage in France. I'm afraid she picked up some bad habits.
Bad habits. Nuns. Habits?
What sort of bad habits?
Alcohol, chewing gum, cigarettes of hers. I said to her, they'll kill you one day.
But who would want to murder a nun?
Anyone who'd seen the sound of music more than once?
No, sir. It's impossible. She was in here alone. Look, the window is sealed, right? And the door's locked, but from the inside.
Inside the cell.
Trapdoor.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Gum.
Fidel, I want you to conduct a thorough forensic search. Pay particular attention to the door.
Okay.
Ooh. God damn, it's so hot, man.
This is what I had to see.
That's a holy lake.
Water is said to be miraculous.
Ooh, I don't suppose it removes gum.
Sir.
So there's no such thing as holy water. Look, look. See? No miracle, still there. And just to clear this up, this is heat-related psoriasis, not a stigmatum.
It's stigma, ain't it? I bet you it's gone by tomorrow. And he'd be like, son of a bitch.
Suppose you're married now? Children?
No. Still young, free and single. Well, free and single at any rate. Dip your thumb in the ink for me.
So they have a past, eh?
There's nothing to worry about. We just have to eliminate certain prints from the inquiry.
So they have a history. It'll be nice to find out what happened.
Suspects? Any prints?
It's hard to get much, sir. There are partial prints on Therese, but there's nothing else on the lock and key.
How about the cigarette packet we found in the room?
No, there are no prints there at all.
Making it very unlikely they were her cigarettes. Must have been planted in the room.
I spoke to the sisters at the convent
Person
about
was
the
chewing
floating
gum.
nun, like you said.
And can she walk through walls, unseal windows?
No, but some of them said they'd seen a figure walking about the convent who wasn't one of them.
Ooh.
It was hidden behind a loose panel in her cell.
It's just like the Count of Monte Cristo.
Like what?
A secret hiding place in a prisoner's
That's a good
cell.
movie.
Only his was behind a loose
With
stone
JC.
in the fireplace. Have you read the book?
No. We tended to concentrate on the classics at school. Dickens, Trollope, Eliot.
Yeah, it is a classic.
Yeah. In France, you knew gum was frowned upon. Why just leave it on the floor?
Maybe she was going to pick it up in the morning. She couldn't have
There's
known
there's
someone
DNA
was-
evidence on that gum.
Don't forget she was just a teenage girl after all.
If you speak, I will silence you. Vengeance is mine. I will repay. Romans 12, verse 19. A teenage girl who knew too much.
I knew it.
It's been such a shock for all of us, and I just wondered if you wanted to talk.
When I need to talk, I talk to the Lord.
She's a bit iffy, isn't she?
Be happy?
You mean without you?
Dwayne, she married Christ, who could never compete. Not with the miracles and the father-in-law.
Ah. But does he have my killer smile?
Okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you. The plane ticket we found in Therese's box was paid for in cash a week ago by a Michael Lannan. He bought 2 tickets to Paris-Orly, one for Therese and one for him.
It's hot, man. Watching this and being hot at the same time, I feel like I'm there. It's freaking... I'm sweating. I have a fan right here pointing right on my torso.
It's something in your childhood, isn't it?
Yep.
Catholic school, altar boy.
Look, if you must know, the house mother at my boarding school was a nun.
Ah, boarding
Mrs.
school.
Benedict.
Very English, isn't it?
Imagine Jeff Capes in a wind pool.
Jeff who?
It doesn't matter. Anyway, she used to terrorize us with spot checks, day and night. Nails, teeth, underpants.
Underpants?
I still have nightmares where I wake up and seeing her mole-ridden face in mine. You know, she had a slipper. She used to beat us.
Sir.
I had thighs like corned beef for almost my entire childhood.
Sir.
I know what you're going to say. They're brides of Christ, but some of them are bad through and through. They are evil.
Sir!
Don't worry. I didn't bring my slipper.
Hi. Everything all right?
There's just something I forgot to tell you about last night.
Sister Marguerite said Therese was afraid of something outside this bar.
Yes, it was funny.
Oh yeah, she saw
What was
everything.
it she saw?
Not what, but who. Daryl Dexter, a businessman, but no one can tell me what sort of business he's in.
But why would a nun be scared of him?
Yeah, man. Paradise right there, bro.
Excuse me. We're looking for Mr. Sexton.
Dexter.
Dexter.
Sexter.
So
Ah, it's
nuns
classic.
And girls in bikini make you nervous. Or is it just women in general?
Women don't make me nervous.
Yep.
Good God. Mr. Dexter, Detective Inspector Poole. This is Detective Sergeant Bourdais.
The sky's the limit.
Does the name Michael Lannon mean anything to you?
Can't say that it does. No.
Yeah, it totally does.
And do you
Pause for like
recognize
one
any
slight
of these
second.
names? We found them in Therese's room.
No.
Are you sure? Take your time.
Look, I know you're only doing your job, but I'm trying to do mine, and this isn't exactly good for business, so if you don't mind.
Mr. Anne in the same sentence. Conjures up a very powerful image. Hang on.
What?
That's the woman in the picture.
Saw a photo of that woman on his desk. Think I know her from somewhere.
You know her like that?
Drive.
Yeah.
So Daryl Dexter's suspect number one. He obviously knew Therese. Why else would she be scared of him?
Yes, he lied about knowing her, so what does he have to hide?
Ooh,
Sorry for disturbing you, Father.
that's why he has a soft spot for her.
Part of your PR campaign? I met Daryl Dexter earlier.
I know people doubt his motives, but with his help, I'm sure we can save the convent.
Save it?
Well, each year, costs rise, donations dwindle.
Hid things in her cell. We found a box hidden behind a secret panel.
Like the Count of Monte Cristo.
Quite.
He's like, I gotta read that. Is he printing out the whole book, man?
Great minds. You thought you'd get an early start too.
Yes. What's that?
Ah, your Count of Monte Cristo.
And?
Quite a man, but most importantly, it got me to thinking about locked cells and how you get through solid walls.
Well, Edmund Dantes used a tunnel.
Yes, but we found no tunnel.
By the port. And after a couple of rum punches, courtesy of the Samory police force,
Wait, you say you got a potential witness drunk?
he said he was paid to say he was cured. $200.
So Therese was paying people to endorse the Holy Spring?
No, not Therese.
Daryl Dexter.
Daryl Dexter.
I knew it. He's a PR.
Thank you for seeing us.
No problem. Can I get you a drink? Something fizzy?
No, thank you.
Oh. Well, you don't mind if I do?
Not at all.
It was really Daryl we wanted to see.
Oh, well, he's off on business, I'm afraid.
What's the nature of your relationship with Mr. Dexter?
We're engaged.
Félicitations.
At the Holy Spring. You see, the
She's
Poole
a
might
nun,
be a
isn't she?
convent, but I own the land where the spring finds its source.
You own the land?
Yes. It was left to me many years ago. Well, we thought it was worthless, but then a nun gets cured. And then others. I'm hoping to sell it to the Vatican once the waters have been sanctified.
At a great profit, I presume.
Well, certainly enough to keep me in imported champagne.
I've been bribing people to make bogus claims about being
Same
cured by the
cigarette pack.
Well,
Look,
I really can't imagine that that's true.
We have at least one witness.
A witness?
Do you mind if I join you? I've been trying to give up, but
Yes, of course.
yeah.
I really should be good.
Look, can we get back to the bribes?
Right.
Dude, notice.
Are you implying that Daryl and I are somehow involved in it? Well, I mean, that's just ridiculous. I know exactly when the fire broke out in the convent, and I can tell you, Daryl and I were together that morning. So if you'd just like to let yourself out.
Since when do you smoke?
Since I wanted to see whether Laura smokes the same cigarettes we found in Therese's room,
She does.
and she does.
I'll come back later.
Something iffy going on there.
Hey, I was just...
I couldn't drink it.
I mean, if it's, going to spare.
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't you talk?
I don't know.
But I know why she didn't drink the tea.
Bloody
I
horrible.
think they make it with your holy water. Thank you.
Hey,
Hey,
isn't that
Dexter.
Dexter's car?
Nothing yet, sir, but I finished dusting for prints on the rosary beads we found in the chapel.
So, any prints?
Yes, only partial ones. Sister Marguerite's.
Oh, fuck.
Dwayne? The nun?
What?
That's her. The phantom nun.
Hey! Police!
Yep.
Sir, you need to see this.
Really patient. What was it the press dubbed you? The angel of death?
It's not how it sounds. He was in pain.
You left him the wherewithal to administer a lethal injection, promptly benefited from his will.
Well, I was never convicted. It never even went to trial.
Leaving a lot of unanswered questions, and you a very rich woman. You even inherited the land you now own on Saint Marie. Is this true?
Well, I'm not a murderer.
Questioning on suspicion of murder.
Oh man,
So
they
why
got
would Laura
sued.
Masters make regular visits?
You still got
to the
that
convent?
why doesn't he pull it out and have it DNA
Spotted
tested?
there numerous times before the murder.
To plan how she intended to kill Therese?
Then why was she there today?
I was
Finish
just
the
say
job
the
on
luggage.
Sister Anne.
I managed to find it, sir.
What's inside?
Looks like medical stuff.
Medical supplies? You think she was going to kill again?
Nope.
I think this time she was planning to save a life.
She still has cancer, doesn't she?
The therapy you're receiving for the cancer you're still suffering from.
Yeah.
Laura Masters has just admitted to me that she comes to the convent periodically to administer further treatment. Dressed as a nun. To avoid suspicion. The fire.
No, what are you talking about? Well, what about me? Someone tried to kill me. How do you account for that? No, I know I lied. Lord, forgive me, but do I look like a murderer to you?
He does, but no, I don't think she did it. Oh my god, maybe she did. Ah, it's gonna screw me over.
I was sure Sister Anne killed Therese to protect the fake spring from being revealed. I thought when I confronted her, she'd confess, tell me how she did it, say 3 Hail Marys, case closed.
It wasn't in a fire.
So someone put it in afterwards?
Exactly.
À Strasbourg. Je vous remercie.
Ooh.
You still haven't got into that?
No. You think you can do any better?
I may have a way.
Dwayne, are you sure that...
And we are in. You found what you're looking for?
I found exactly what I'm looking for.
And I found Michael Annan.
Ooh, it's all coming together.
Sorry for the disturbance.
Yeah. You're almost like an old married couple. You clean up after him, you nag him. Indeed, in your own way, you love him. You knew the mistake he'd made in Strasbourg, and you couldn't let his weakness destroy the relationship you had. You also knew that the scandal would destroy the convent.
Yep.
So you had to get rid of Therese. But how to make her death look accidental? God really is in the details. That's what you always say, isn't it, Reverend Mother? Therese took sleeping pills, often making her late for chapel, and she was also a smoker, giving you the perfect means to make her death look accidental. Therese kept her cigarettes well hidden, but I'm sure it was easy enough to steal a packet of Laura Masters' cigarettes from her bag during one of her visits to the convent. You couldn't risk Therese waking up and smelling the smoke by placing the cigarette too close to her face, so you placed it at the foot of the bed, assuming that any evidence would be destroyed in the fire. As the cigarette slowly burned down, it gave you just enough time to lock the door from the outside.
After the door was broken down, you knew all attention would be on Therese.
You put it in the other
As
way.
everyone rushed to save her, you put the key in the lock, dislodging the gum inside. But a tiny piece of the silver paper remained inside, betraying your method.
As did the gum. stuck to my shoe, which, with DNA testing, will prove you're the killer.
No. Someone tried to kill her too.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Because it was that very attack that led us to identify Sister Anne as the killer. He was bound by the confidentiality of the confessional.
Sister Anne must have known who attacked her, but could say nothing, as it would expose her as a murderer.
Both bound by silence.
Damn, man. Tricky.
I can't lie anymore, child. Not here. Not before God. It's true. I had to save Father John from himself. That pretty little thing had turned his head. You all saw that, didn't you? If he'd left with her as he planned to, I would have been left alone. God gave me strength while you were at your weakest.
But I loved her.
No, not love. Lust. That's all it was.
Being deceptively literal. Wasn't she, Father John?
She was my daughter.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Daughter?
The daughter from his relationship with Jeanette Pascal back in Strasbourg.
When Therese turned 18, she was able to find out who her real parents were. Mother, Jeanette Pascal. Father, Michael Lannan.
Jeanette died in childbirth. I couldn't claim the baby as my own, so I made sure to place her in the orphanage where I worked. But I was sent away, far from my own flesh and blood. That's why she came here. So she could get to know me. Then one day, she told me the truth. Who she was. I was overjoyed. Now she's gone. Forever.
Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, for the same reason you didn't tell me about the fake spring that saved the convent.
I would have welcomed her if I'd known.
Don't be fooled by the little old nun act.
Nothing is really what it appears.
Exactly.
Well, are we going to arrest them for fraud?
Unfortunately not. We don't have enough evidence. Ugh. Now I suppose you want me to hold up my left hand and show you that my psoriasis has been miraculously cured.
What?
I don't believe it.
It worked.
No, it's that one. Honestly, Camille, sometimes your faith in the unscientific astounds me.
That was great.
So, I'm guessing this case has done nothing to ease your nun phobia.
If I never see another nun again, it'll be too soon.
Nope, you're seeing one right now.
Relax. I'm not here to check your underpants.
Have you two been talking?
No.
I have, actually. I thought Sister Marguerite could help you with your problem.
Corticosteroids for your psoriasis.
For my psoriasis.
Mm-hmm.
Science, you see. Not divine intervention. No offense.
None taken.
I'll drive you back to the convent.
Okay.
I want to find out if the Count of Monte Cristo ever gets off that bloody island. Might provide me with a bit of hope.
Well, I can tell you he does.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
It takes him 14 years.
Fidel, I think I might need that.
Yeah, exactly. So that was episode 2, season 2 of Death in Paradise. That was a good episode. I had a feeling it was her daughter because I was like, oh, that's a bit pervy. But then I was like, you heard a little bit of history. And I'm like, I bet you they had a kid, and that's her daughter. But I didn't say. I should have said it out loud. But anyway. So it was the nun. So I think I did say it was either the nun or the guy. So maybe half a point. I don't know. I'm giving myself a point. I think I guessed that one right. So that's one out of 2. 1 out of 2 so far. It's not too bad. I forgot to move the image of myself to the left-hand side, so this one's going to be a little bit weird for maybe half the time. So I do apologize for that. Maybe most of my reactions will come in the other half. But the image will be a little bit smaller, and then I'll sort it out next time. But This heat has got to me, man. I swear to God, I'm just sweating. It's just bad. It's just bad days for me. But gotta continue.